Just when you thought that this Jeezy and Jeannie Mai divorce couldn't get any messier, Jeezy's now responding in court documents in regards to the reckless and abusive accusations that Jeannie Mai has posed against him because of the pow pow pows he leaves laying around the home. Well, now he's saying, well, you're saying all of this, yet you wanted to have a baby number 2 with me? And he's got receipts.
Do you want me to bring the receipts? Do I need to bring the receipts,
No.
baby girl? Because I got receipts.
Welcome back to the Kempire channel, your #1 source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So as you know, we've been following this Jeezy and Jeannie Mai divorce since it broke. So if you missed any of those videos, I implore you to go back and take a look so we don't have to rehash everything in this video. I just want to give you an update in this current court proceeding. So the last video that we did, we showed you edited versions of the pictures that Jeannie Mai provided in these court documents accusing Jeezy of being reckless with his firearms around the home. You see a photo of him walking down the stairs with an AK-47. You see an AK-47 laid out next to the bed. So you also know that Jeezy has wanted the court to come up with a formal schedule for the parents. At one point, Jeezy said that he wanted primary custody, and now he's backtracking, saying that he will do joint custody, but he wants a formal schedule because he says that Jeannie is not adhering to the informal schedule that they had in place. Well, now, according to TMZ, Jeezy has some damning things to say about his soon-to-be ex-wife. And honestly, it makes kind of sense because when we initially reported on this divorce filing, we told you I had just saw Jeannie post on social media promoting his book and talking all these lovely things. Doesn't mean that they didn't have issues, but we also reported to you that apparently Jeannie was blindsided by this divorce. So Jeezy is firing back, according to TMZ, at his estranged wife, Jeannie Mai, who he claims is out to smear him just because he didn't want to have a second child with her, alleging she's out for revenge. Some of you have been saying this in the comments section. Just want to point that out. The rapper filed new legal docs in his divorce case with Jeannie, and he's offering up a firm defense to Jeannie's bombshell claims from last week, in which she alleged Jeezy was reckless and abusive and that he had gotten physical on at least one occasion. At least one? Well, there were multiple occasions listed in those documents and reports that we did last week. Just saying. There was the golf cart incident. There was the, I believe it was at the hotel incident. Just want to point out the incidents that she pointed out last week. So here in this new paperwork obtained by TMZ, Jeezy once again denies any such notion, just like he did when she first leveled the claims, and asks a rhetorical question. If I was so dangerous and abusive, why were you trying to have another baby with me? So Jeezy claims that Jeannie was desperate for another bundle of joy with him and adding to their family of 3. But he claims when he rebuffed her, she simply couldn't handle it. In fact, he even goes so far as to allege that once he notified her that he already drafted up divorce docs in June. Remember we were talking about the discrepancy in dates from when it was filed and what the date on the document said? So she had known about this. So she wasn't blindsided, allegedly, according to him. So he said he even goes as far as to allege that once he notified her that he had already drafted up divorce docs in June, threatening to file them if their marriage didn't improve. She went to IVF specialists to get the process going in hopes of conceiving that way. Jeezy says he wasn't on board with that, even though he claims she pursued the process and might have dropped thousands of dollars in doing so. He also claims in his docs, Jeannie is allegedly the one whose blood runs hot. And he claims that she's the one who's volatile and violent, suggesting she's used to dudes who are more docile. First of all, you know, we did a video talking about the Sway Universe interview where he talked about his relationship with Jeannie. He also said in that interview, Jeannie's not who you guys think she is. She's from, I think the Bay Area of California. She's like, she is not, you know, someone that is laid back. Like, she really can go there.
I love our dynamic. I love the way we rock. I love how people don't understand it because it ain't for them to understand. And you know just as well as I know, like, my wife from the Bay, so I don't know why people get it misconstrued. She's just like us on the low.
Bro, that's what I've been trying to tell them.
My wife pop off. I had to calm her. Jeannie. Like, I have to calm her down. I'm like, yo, you bugging right now. Like, I'm way too classy for this shit you saying. Like, leave them people alone. Like.
He talked about that in the Sway Universe interview. Jeezy also continues to complain that she's icing him out of the parenting time with their young daughter, whom he claims he only saw for one day and night in April. Well, that's pretty bad when you think about it. Bottom line, Jeezy's airing out all the dirty laundry in court docs as this divorce case gets nastier and nastier. According to TMZ, they reached out to Jeannie's camp. So far, at this particular point, they haven't heard anything back from them. So here's the thing. All of this can be true. All of her accusations could be true. His accusations, well, she still wanted to have a baby with me. When we talk about the cycle of abuse, I literally was just watching Baby Reindeer on Netflix. I know you're probably thinking, how does that have to do with this? Well, it talks about the cycle of abuse. And I know some people that did watch that wonder, why would he go back? Why did he stay in this particular situation? There is a cycle of abuse. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a psychiatrist. However, we've reported on enough stories. We've read enough stories about the cycle of abuse and why people stay in it, why people don't report it, why people want to continue to work on it. We talked a little bit about this in the last Jeannie Mai and Jeezy report, because some people were like, well, why exactly would she want to be with him? Just right before, she was talking about wanting to be with him and fighting for her marriage. Now all of a sudden he did this, he did this, and he did this. I told you, well, sometimes when you're out of the situation and now you're not in that relationship, you start to see things a little bit differently. You might actually wake up. So her wanting baby number 2 at the time makes sense, but does that change that this was a toxic relationship? Does this change that there were abusive moments that she alleges? No. All of that can be true. But what is definitely true is that this was a toxic relationship for both of the individuals involved. And at the end of the day, they should get a divorce, but they also have to figure out how they're going to co-parent for their young daughter, Monaco. And thankfully, they didn't end up having any more children, because that makes things even more complicated, as you can already see with their current situation. Look, I never thought that we would continue to report on these new allegations that are coming out of this divorce, but here we are. I didn't expect this latest update. God only knows what else is in there, because Jeannie Mai at one point accused Jeezy of infidelity and accused him, saying that it violated a portion of their prenuptial agreement. She has yet to reveal those details. So it makes me wonder, is that the next thing that's going to be coming out? We shall see. Guys, as always, I want to know your thoughts and opinions on this latest update in regards to Jeannie Mai, and Jeezy's divorce. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.
You bring the lighter, I got the fuse. You make a fire, I'll ask you, follow my lady.